Village? It's your boy Kwame, the man with the plan behind the stands. I'm going to go ahead and make this quick because some of y'all got mouths and be talking mess in the comments and saying that the intro commercial is too long. So, I got something for you. Here we go. Let's get into it. Before we bring out these awesome kings, I need you to stop what you're doing. Excuse me? Excuse me? Ma'am, sir, you, you. Whether you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, I need you to go ahead and share this live stream. Donta and Dana didn't get all dressed up for you not to share their melanated goodness. So share. You share everything else up in here. Share some quality content for your boys. Now that we mentioned YouTube, are you subscribed to the Donta Show's YouTube? Oh, you're not? Oh, girl. I'm going to need y'all to get it together. Join the village. Go over to www.youtube.com/Donta Morrison. And when you get a chance, head over to Dr. Morrison's. That's right, your boy got his PhD. Head over to Dr. Donta Morrison's website, www.DontaMorrison.com, where you can learn more about the man, the myth, the legend known as Donta. And while you're at it, grab some TDS merch and his books. Yes, purchase those smutty books filled with smut. Grab The End of the Rainbow and Yesterday Clarified. And last but not least, head over to the company that put this all together, Pyro Media Network. Pyro Media Network is a proactive network focused on providing an innovative space for content creators and entrepreneurs. PMN is dedicated to giving its viewers a diverse entertainment experience while helping content creators elevate their production, engagement, and overall branding. To date, PMN has reached over 1 million viewers and listeners internationally, produced over 52 successful shows with high ratings and fanfare, and has housed over 60 content creators, brands, and businesses through entertainment and consulting services exclusive to PMN. Pyro Media Network is a network that makes you feel at home. So if you have an idea for a show, podcast, or need some professional video and audio production for your business or brand, then join the Pyro family today. Go ahead and visit www.pyromedianetwork.com and we will show you how to go to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please help me welcome my brothers from another mother, the dynamic duo, the melanated kings themselves, Donta and Dana. Let's get it. Let's go!
What's up, Village? Happy Monday. Welcome to another episode of the Donta Show with the dynamic duo.
Yes.
I'm Donta right here. And then, we got to put Dana's name in the thing. Kwame, can you add Dana to the thing? It just says Dr. Donta. I don't want to feel all left out.
No, I don't feel left out.
I don't want you to be all tender.
I'm good.
Because, this is our show, and I want you to get, equal footing. It's not Beyonce and all others. It is Destiny's Child.
I'm fine. What's up, good people? How's everybody doing? What's up, Ty Squad in the building?
The squad is here. What's up? What's up? Everybody's watching that follows the Ty Squad or Ty East Reports presents. Please, thank you so much for rolling over here at 8 o'clock on your Monday night. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. What's up, LaFrance? What's up, Wade? What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Rashawn? I see y'all up in there. The squad comes out and they come out deep. Daryl Mitchell, where have you been, bro? Where have you been? You probably been out there traveling, still celebrating your birthday on cruises and yachts and boats and whatnot. I'm glad you are back home safe and that you are back in the building. Yo, shout out to Tasha Champion. I see Tasha up in the thread. So, listen, Tasha's been on my show at least 3 times, but last Saturday she had this phenomenal women's conference.
It wasn't phenomenal.
It was she nominal.
There it is. Say it right now.
It was
because
she'll
check us.
Yeah, she will. It was she nominal. She had the she nominal conference that this past Saturday I attended. I took my mom, went out there, had a great time. Yo, she had Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder gave words. I died. I flatlined. Stevie was sitting right behind me, and I was trying not to fanboy out. I looked back. I said, I just called to say I love you oh so long. For this night I prayed. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonder? Very superstitious. I was like, that is Stevie Wonder sitting right behind me, eating.
You didn't say nothing to him?
No,
Wow.
I don't want to be a groupie. He was there.
A short concert.
I wanted to just lean back and say, Stevie.
Or
and
Stevie.
walk away. Stevie, and just walk away.
You
know, yeah. But Stevie was there, and it was phenomenal. But outside of Stevie Wonder, she had like some of the best speakers this side of heaven. It was great. She had some phenomenal testimonies. She had vendors. It was a par excellence event. So listen, I'm telling you right now, mark your calendars for 2023 because the She Nominal Conference Part 3 is coming next year. I know Tasha's probably like, yo, wait a minute, slow down. No, Tasha, the day after the last one ends is when you start planning the next one.
You should do them every quarter.
Yeah, that's how it goes, right? Every 3 months, but that's
every
how
3
it goes.
months.
Listen, right? Tice would have walked right to Aretha's table.
That's what I'm telling you.
Tice would have pulled a chair out and sat down and said, "Now re-listen."
RESPCT.
Right.
My name is Tice.
Listen, but it was great. It was great. I did get a pic with Stevie. Daryl, look on my page. I posted it. You will see my eyebrows and my eyes, me and Kiana Shaw, and you will see Stevie right behind us. I'm telling you, I like to respect celebrity space. You know, if they coming out to an event and all that, they're there for the event, and he was eating and whatnot. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go harass Stevie, but I wanted to. My mother was like, sit down, don't you move. But you know, so I was there. I did get a picture. The picture is kind of hilarious because you see my eyes and you see Stevie like sitting right here, you know, and I'm trying to
so you like
do
this.
it like this. You know,
he would have took a picture with you though.
He would have.
You should have told him who you was.
Right, I should have. And invited him on the show. And I used to host a show on KGLH. I'm like, Stevie, I used to work for
you know what's funny about all this?
What?
You saying that now.
Now. With my whole chest.
Which you passionate about saying it now, today.
With my whole
and you could have said it then. And he would have been like, yeah, you know, I'll be on the show. I'll do the show.
With my whole child all big and bad. Now,
yeah.
Stevie, I used to be on, you know, KGLH at one point in time. I used to work for you, homie. You know, come on the Donta show.
But,
you know,
Daryl, that's not right. That's not right, Daryl.
But don't do that, Daryl.
That was him, Jesus.
Right. That wasn't me.
That wasn't us.
That was me. What's up, JT Torb? I'm here for the conversation, but I can't be in the comments. Listen, right? Because tonight we are talking about PValley.
Ooh.
So if you have not seen PValley. If you've not seen PValley, or if you're not caught up on PValley, we're gonna try our best on tonight not to do too many spoilers, but I really want to just open up conversation for this phenomenal show on Stars. A lot of people have been led to believe by what they're saying on the internet and social media and whatnot, that it's all about strippers. It's a stripper show. It's a stripper show. Trust me, these last 3 episodes have given me my entire life. PValley is more than hold on. Talk.
PValley is more than a stripper show. For those of you that haven't watched it or are scared to tune in, it's more than a stripper show. Trust me, it is.
Oh, you said what I said 3 more times.
You said say what I said?
I said talk.
Oh, I thought you said say what I said.
So PValley
is more than a stripper show. You gotta watch it. Please watch it. I mean, we're not going to negate the strippers,
right?
Though.
Now the strippers are they are amazing.
My God, this evening.
And the thing of what I love about the strippers, are we going to just start it now? You going to just go into it? We're going to just go into it.
Let's
tonight's show, we're going to unpack PValley and dig into some of the storylines and see how those storylines are truly relatable to the Black community, probably your own personal life.
Yep.
A lot of people will not admit to the commonalities that they see in PValley because they don't want to be shamed or shunned.
So what you said, some of them on here are not going to admit that they're strippers?
Some of them on here, they're not going to admit they used to be a stripper.
Or
that they strip right now. You know, that they have some tendencies, DL tendencies, male and female, because that's on PValley.
Yep. Yep.
I love that.
Yep.
That's that storyline. It's some closet lesbians up on P-Valley.
Yep.
Also talking about the struggle, domestic violence, mental health.
Yep.
They brought up fentanyl. I mean, it's
All
so much
of it.
in P-Valley.
White privilege.
Oh my God.
White privilege.
Gentrification.
Yes.
Greed. You know, even
strippers. Did we say
even
strippers?
even the
Woo,
church,
strippers.
even the church, even the back hallways
Yes.
of the black church. And this is
With them Benson and Hedges and
menthols.
Hennessy.
And this is more gutter than Greenleaf, because Greenleaf was real upscale.
Yeah, Greenleaf was,
Upscale black church excellence. We're talking about storefront,
Yes.
hood black church, and we'll be going on in them back rooms. And the thing about it, if you grew up in the black church, whether a mega or a storefront, you know there is some truth to how P-Valley is painting this picture. If you used to hang out in strip clubs, there is some truth to how P-Valley is painting this picture. What I love is when you see the stripping. For those of you who are stripper connoisseurs, when you see the stripping, you know that this is not aerial stunts. This is not trick cameras and
I watch closely.
You know,
I watch the strippers closely. If I may
Listen,
so say so myself.
For research purposes.
Research,
for
yeah, for the show. I watch it for the show.
For the show, you will see that they're doing stripper moves and they are doing them to the T. All right. But outside of that, I'm appreciating how P-Valley is going behind the scenes, and it has become more than just a show about the pank.
Right.
All right. So let's set the foundation, shall we?
Go ahead.
So for those of you who have been watching P-Valley, let's get this comment section going. If you are a P-Valleyer, you've been watching P-Valley, put in the comment sections. I watch one episode, but it turned me off. Or I do watch. I'm all caught up. Let me know where you're at on your P-Valley journey. And while you do that, please take time out to subscribe to what?
To YouTube. The Donta Show.
To all of YouTube?
Well, YouTube.com, The Donta Show. Hey, you know what I meant.
You gotta stay ready.
Hey, let's go subscribe over there to YouTube.com/Donta Morrison. Hit that subscribe button. Follow us. You subscribe to everything else. I guarantee you, if we was to go to some of their houses right now, and before you walk in the kitchen, right by the dining room wall, is a stack of Essence magazine,
Good Housekeeping.
Jets, Good Housekeeping,
Red Book, Better Homes and Gardens.
What's the other one?
Essence,
Ebony,
all
that.
All of that. Spiegel,
Finger Hut.
Spiegel.
Yeah, y'all got all of that.
You got some Butterick patterns because you're gonna make this dress.
Yes.
You got the whole pattern. It's all in this little stack right there. It's all.
So follow us, subscribe.
Yeah,
we're almost there.
Subscribe. So let's see who we got. We said Marco says, I love P-Valley last 2 episodes. Marco, the last 2 episodes were transformative. The last 2 episodes took the entire show into a whole nother trajectory. It just showed the real of everything. The last 2 episodes. Lee, you got to catch up. Kimberly, every single Sunday without fail. The gag was yesterday. Eddie and I were out at we were at an event at a gathering. I was exhausted because let me back up real quick. If anybody on here is a part of the LGBTQ community, are you over being proud? Because me, this whole body, this whole being, when I tell you June wore me out, I was so tired of being proud. You know, gay pride this, gay pride that, rainbows, glitter, unicorn, everything. You know, he, him, his, they, them, their, I am me. You know, just everything. June ran me low. Now listen, I'm a part of the community. What happens in July? What happens in August? And this is just Los Angeles. So in LA, we had at least 4 different pride festivals. 4. I
heard about one in Long Beach that was crazy.
We had Long Beach Pride on yesterday. That was yesterday. I had to walk in that parade with my job. Thank you, Thais. I was in a Namor Rainbow. I don't want to hear Judy Garland sing, Patti LaBelle sing, Fantasia sing. Ain't nothing over the rainbow. I don't care. I'm sick of it. I had to walk in the Long Beach Pride yesterday. And if you've never walked 1.5 miles just waving at random, happy Pride, but it's my job. I had to do it. I had to walk in the Los Angeles Pride Parade. Thank God I was in Ghana to miss the West Hollywood Pride Parade. Then we had the South LA Pride Parade. So we had the South LA Pride Parade. That was the parade. That was the Pride Festival. That was the festival that was specifically catering to the Black community that's in the hood. Because it was in South, well, it wasn't really in South LA. It was in Baldwin Hills. So if anybody,
Hello there. Hello.
right. So if anybody knows about LA, and you know Baldwin Hills is not really South LA. Baldwin Hills, anything that says hills in it, you know it's kind of. But it was
except Beverly. But
except it was a cool event, you know, smaller park. The Los Angeles Pride Festival, it took over all of Hollywood. The West Hollywood Pride Festival took all over West Hollywood. Long Beach Pride Festival. Now, Long Beach Pride Festival yesterday, Yo-Yo was the star. You know, Yo-Yo was the star. Yolanda Whitaker went to Washington High School, class of 1988. She was the star, or she was the highlight for the black stage, the urban stage. She was the urban. Now, West Hollywood had Little Kim. But let me just say.
Who?
Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
All I said was who. You read my mind?
Don't do it. I stands for Kim. Don't do it. Don't even open that door.
I didn't say nothing.
Don't open that door. I love Little Kim.
I do too.
Little Kim was my 90s. Little Kim was me and Jules Catch Disco.
Yeah.
Little Kim, don't bumble with the B, huh? Bzz. Throw a hex on your whole family. Don't do it.
Well, I'm sure
just stop right there. Stop
I'm
right
sure
there.
she'll throw a hex now.
You couldn't help it.
No, she's probably watching. Lil' Kim's probably watching.
She probably is. So all the pride. So back to what I was talking about. Yesterday, I had to walk in the Long Beach Pride Parade. Afterwards, I went to a reunion type gathering. All of us that went to Ghana, we all came together yesterday to hang out for a minute. So around about 9:45, you know, I was exhausted. Eddie said, "Well, don't get too sleepy because we got to watch P-Valley." Because we had to watch it last night. So we got home like about 10:30. And, you know, I put the toothpicks in my eyes. You know, I was like, okay, let's do this. But took the toothpicks out. Once that storyline started going, woo! It was it. Today's Lil' Kim's 46th birthday. For real, Thais? Happy birthday to Kim.
My girl Pharaoh's watching.
Happy birthday to Kim. Happy birthday, dear little Kim. Happy birthday to Kim.
Hey, shout out to my girl Farrah Franklin from Destiny's Child. Watching us
What's
on
up, Farrah?
YouTube. That's
Farrah
my sister
on YouTube. Cause she's my sister. I love Farrah. I think
hey, that's my sister.
Farrah.
Hey, we're gonna get her on the show.
If I wasn't as gay as I was gonna holler at her.
Tell her.
Farrah, what's good? I mean,
look, she's saying you sing and she clapping for you.
Farrah, what's good? Let's do a duet.
I just tagged her and told her to log on.
Let's do a duet, Farrah. What's good? Holla at your boy. I mean, you can ungay me.
Farrah, we got to get you on the show, sis.
Farrah, that's a challenge. Ungay me, Farrah. Farrah's a snack. Listen, I was when Farrah came out with Destiny Child. I was looking like, yo, pan to the right. I will say your name. You know, listen. But real talk. All right, back to the paint. All right. So, all right, everybody is caught up. We all in here now. Listen, like I said, we're going to talk about P-Valley on tonight. So season 1 started off. For those that don't know, P-Valley was originally a play. It was a stage play. You know, so my boy Nico Anand was a part of P-Valley. He plays Uncle Clifford. And Nico would always tell me, Tay, I'm in this play, yada, yada, yada. It's going to blow up. It's going to go big. Now, you know, you can't tell black folks you're going to blow up and you're going to go big. Because we always
sit there and be like,
yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, man. You've been blowing up for the last 5 years.
Right.
Blew up yet. Yeah, all right. P-Valley. Yeah, all right. And then he came on the show. I think came on the show a few months before P-Valley aired on Stars, and he talked about it for a minute. He was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be a good show." You know, I'm like, "Yeah, all right." You know, I love me some Nico. That like Nico, me and Nico, we hang out. That's my boy. So then when I saw the first episode, I said, "Okay, this is interesting. Let's see." And I'm watching it. I said, "All right." By season 3, I was immersed in the paint. I was immersed in the storyline. I was immersed in how they was interweaving everything because it took me back to my days of hanging out at the Catch. Or going to the Horizon on Friday nights to see the strippers. And you know, now Thais can remember this. Now she knows back. I don't want to say this the wrong way. But Thais, I wish you was on tonight because you can kind of validate what I'm saying. LA, we had some banging female strippers up in the gay clubs. They were some baddies. But then we also had they were survivors. They were survivors. They were some great strippers. They could work the pole, they can do the splits, they can do all that. But unfortunately, they didn't get certain scars removed. Bullet holes, stab wounds,
C-sections.
And they was banging. It's like, oh my God, you got skills. You got skills. See, the he's gonna start dropping names.
Right.
They had the skills, but it's like, wow, mama, you've been through. And it's like, I want to give you money just because I know that you are here because you really, this is it, and I love a good stripper. I love a good stripper because I think it's a skill to doing that. It's an art to doing it. It's the physicality of it all that I think really goes unrecognized. And some folks look at strippers and be like, nah, that's just yada yada. Them girls are just yada yada yada. But
they making money.
They making money. But what they are doing with their bodies, with that pole and all that kind of stuff, yes, you may view it as derogatory, but there is an art to stripping.
Who said that?
It's a lot of folks that say that. Derogatory women. It's just derogatory. I don't know why any God-fearing woman would go out there and do that. Well, it's a lot of y'all stripping not on the pole and you God-fearing. So let's not be judging.
I don't judge.
Let's not judge.
I have to watch to judge.
Hey, come on, Letitia. Drop names. Egypt, Uzi, Mocha. Come on, Letitia. Drop the names. Drop the names. Egypt, Uzi, Mocha, Slow Wine. We had Slow Wine.
Butt Naked Texas.
Slow Wine was my favorite. I love Slow Wine. But so when I look at it though, when you think about it, and I think that Mercedes said it best. Not Mercedes. What's the other one?
The new one with the red hair?
No, Keyshawn said it best on an episode, and she was like, I'm giving you an illusion. You ain't, I don't want you touching me.
Oh, yeah,
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm giving you an illusion. I know my power. I know what I'm doing, and I'm staying in control. And I think that's the part that people fail to realize. Strippers are out there, they're doing what they do, but they are so in control of everything, and they are getting paid to do that. Because you cannot tell me that the way they work that pole, they're being forced to do it.
She said, I'm providing a service.
I'm providing a service.
Yep.
They are trained, they are skilled, to do all that on a pole. You ain't being forced to do that. You do it because you love it. You do it because you're good at it. You do it because you're an athlete. Because me, if I was a stripper, it'd be real 1-2. Like, I would just take it off and just shimmy real quick and look for the money. I'd be like Adele Gibbons in Players Club. I would come out there and y'all be throwing nickels and dimes at me. It'd be like, I ain't making no dollars, no nothing. I just got all these copper bruises from pennies hitting my face.
Oh yeah, crooked letter.
So the Pink season 2.
No, you said it wrong.
The Pink
season
2 is really going deeper into some issues that are affecting the Black community, and I kind of wrote some of them down.
Definitely. I noticed a lot of that.
So we have Uncle Clifford. And if you have not seen it, Uncle Clifford is played by Nico Anand, and he plays he's not androgynous.
Nope.
Because Grace Jones is androgynous. He's not androgynous. I don't even know. Help me out, YouTube and Facebook. How would you describe Uncle Clifford? It's like, he's gay. He's not transgender.
Nope.
Some people would say, well, he's a trans man. He's not transgender. He's a feminine gay man that you do not want to get into a fight with.
Right.
That's the part right there. You do not want to get into a fight with him, but he runs the Pink.
Co-runs it now. He's like the Della Reese,
exactly.
Yep.
He runs the girls. He makes it happen. He hires, he fires, and all that. Well, thank you, Jamil. Gender fluid. He's been presenting gender fluid. Good, because we need to get these terminologies out there so y'all can understand.
Thais is funny. He's crazy.
But the strippers at the study used to look like they worked at the county office during the day. They did. They really did. They did. But all right, so we got gender non-conforming, non-binary. Doesn't fit into a box. One day you will see Clifford in a Le Cog Sportif tracksuit. The next day you see him in the Fila tennis skirt.
Right.
It's like, it's just whatever. It's whatever. And I love how Uncle Clifford navigates the storyline, because he is showing he's showing people that I'm a dude. You know, you nuck, I buck. We can get down, but at the same time, I want to be nurtured. I want to have a man that loves me, a man that loves me for who I am, that can look beyond what society will view as weird or odd or strange or demonic, that will look beyond that. So thank y'all for chiming in. Yes, thank you, Gina's Paige. Just comfortable.
Right.
Just comfortable. And when you think about Uncle Clifford may be the one that is the most peculiar on the show as far as society goes, but he's also the one that everybody would want to hang out with.
Exactly.
And not just because I know Nico, but when I look at Uncle Clifford, I would want to just hang out with Uncle Clifford. I'd want to sit down and eat some greens and cornbread with Uncle Clifford. I want to see how Uncle Clifford navigates life, because I know Uncle Clifford is going to give us a really good time. But it's amazing how people will look at persons that are like Uncle Clifford, gender non-conforming, non-binary, are just comfortable in who they are, and then judge them and assume that they're a bad individual based upon the exterior.
And Uncle Clifford probably be the one that would have your back before anybody else that you may think would have your back.
Mm-hmm. And Uncle Clifford's going to warn you about life.
Yep.
Because a person like Uncle Clifford has been through so much that he has the battle scars, the battle wounds, and can give you some guidance on how to not go down that road. When you watch PValley, Uncle Clifford has like 5,000 rules, and all the girls know Uncle Clifford's rules. So that's what I'm just saying. That's what I'm just saying when it comes down to Uncle. So those who have not watched it, I'm pushing this show so y'all can start watching PValley. You got Uncle Clifford. Then you have the phenomenal Mercedes, Dana's favorite. I'll let you handle this one.
I get tongue tied when I talk about her. So yeah, man. Sadie. I like how you say her name. Sadie.
So Mercedes is like the lead character. She is like, I would say for those who have watched the Players Club, she is like the Ronnie. She's like Ronnie, but she's not, as hood. She's not ghetto like that. But she's about her business. She's about her money. And I love how they show Mercedes also having something outside the strip club. She's like stripper by night to make money,
right?
To create this dance studio by day for the girls in the inner city. Because we all know, arts programs and all that kind of stuff is leaving the hood. Our kids are not getting to have that advantage. Where's Black Diamond? Black Diamond is gone. We don't see the drill team no more. We don't see, where's the Lock Saints? Lock had the baddest band in all of the world. And we don't see Lock marching in no kind of parades no more because they took the arts programs out of the schools. So Mercedes is a dancer by night, but also a dance instructor by day, and uses that money to go towards, funding this dance studio. But then her mama gets involved. That's the Black church, but we'll pull into that later. Okay, but
but you know what I don't like though is the people, like you were saying, she's trying to do something positive for the community,
right?
And she's trying to open, like you said, the dance school.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to be there for her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to do positive things. No matter what she's doing, she's not hurting anybody. So she's not selling drugs. She's not bringing dirty money into the community or whatever.
Nope.
She's doing what she's doing, and then she's trying to give back to her community.
And her daughter.
And it's people like that in real life. These stories are, I would say, they could say, the Pink, true story.
True story.
So it's just how people just tear you down when you're trying to do good. And then when you're not doing good or whatever, it's like a no-win situation, so to say. It's like she can't win for nothing. Like she said, when she went to the house on the last one, I can't do nothing right.
I can't do nothing right. I bring you food, you mad. I don't bring you food, you mad. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want? And then when you think about it, somebody to be in that kind of predicament, it's like, I know I'm doing something that does not please you. But because I'm doing this, you are able to be you.
Exactly. And they forget that. They forget that.
They forget that.
Yeah.
They forget 100%. That. And then we got Keyshawn. Keyshawn is one of my favorite characters, because Keyshawn became my favorite character after the episode 2 weeks ago when they did Keyshawn behind the scenes, when they showed the story of Keyshawn and her husband, aka baby daddy, aka domestic abuser.
Right.
When they
showed
was the
other show, the one before this, right?
Yeah, before this. Because at first in season 1, they showed Keyshawn and they showed that she was married to a white dude. or had a white boyfriend, white baby daddy, you know, but then she had, you know, this god, this Greek god of a specimen that really wanted to, you know, get to know her, and she was not feeling it. And you looking like, how did you pick this dude, this white dude, over this brother that is really all about you, that really wants to get to know you, you know? But then when they showed the story, the backstory, I understood why. Yep. I understood why. And then we're going to come back right after this commercial break. So, yo, listen, don't go nowhere. This is your time to share, invite, and tell others to come on, because we're about to really dig into the nuts and bolts of what season 2 is all about. So this is going to be the second half of the Donta show. We're going to dig deep. Farrah, you still there? Farrah.
Yeah.
So we're going to go on break, Farrah. You know, hit me up while we on break. You got 2 minutes to you know, shoot your shot. There. And we are back for the second half of the Donta show. We are unpacking the pank. So we're talking about P-Valley and all the storylines that are involved with it and how much they relate to what really goes on in the lives of a lot of Black individuals. We don't want to address these situations. We don't want to address these issues. And sadly, when we see them on the screen, we either make mockery of them or we'll turn the channel and say that's a dumb show. But it really is someone's life. We left off with Keyshawn and how she's married to or has a white husband, boyfriend, or whatnot. They have 2 children, but she's in a domestic abuse relationship. Domestically abusive relationship. Why am I tongue tied?
Just say abusive relationship.
I want to be smart. I'm a doctor. She's in an
abusive relationship, physically abusive.
She's in a physically. Wow, look at you.
Switch that.
She's in a physically abusive relationship. Now, many people who have not been in a physically abusive relationship of any kind, whether it's physical, mental, or financial abuse, if you've not been in those situations, we oftentimes are quick to say, why don't they just leave? Why don't they just leave? Right. It's not always that simple. It's not always that easy. And if you watch P-Valley and you saw the build-up to Keyshawn's story and where she's at now, you'll kind of get an understanding. And I also love the fact that when you see Keyshawn's story, she's not some hood chick that ended up on the pole. You know, her backstory, she came from means. You know, he came from means. They both had money, you know, and because of situations and circumstances and white supremacy ideology and all that kind of stuff, they had to rely on each other to make it. Unfortunately, she did not walk away from the red flags early. She stayed, but she stayed. And then when your heart gets involved in those situations and you get to the mindset.
Go ahead.
when you get in those situations and you're like, yo, I love this person and I'm praying that they change. I'm praying that they understand they're a good individual. I see the light in you. Some people are never going to change. As much as you love them, their DNA is set. They are not going to change. You know, they are predisposed to certain behaviors that you cannot get out of. You cannot make them just shift. So as we watch this show, you see how she is trapped in this abusive situation. We all sitting out saying, girl, run, girl, go, girl, this, girl, that. Hey, where's she gonna go?
Nowhere.
That's first, because when you see her storyline, she has nowhere to go. Where's she gonna go? How's she gonna generate money? Who's gonna watch her kids? You know, it's a lot to unpack. So I think when it comes to domestic abuse within the Black community, we don't talk about it enough. You know, I think we didn't start talking about it until Farrah Fawcett did the burning bed back in the 80s. And that's some folks like, oh my God, this really happens. You know, set them on fire. We understand. But nowadays, we don't talk about it within the Black community in a way that we're seeing it right now. We think that girls from the hood don't go through that because they fight back and they bout that life and they this and they that. So when you see someone like Keyshawn, who's stunningly beautiful, who works the bejesus off the pole,
works it,
you know, loves her children, has a good heart, beautiful in spirit, go through something like this, you're like, oh my God, this is a real person and we don't know behind the scenes. So I'm just saying we gotta shift how we look at a person's life, because we don't know what anyone is experiencing. And I look at the Thais report. Thais show brings so much joy to a lot of individuals. The Donta show brings so much joy to a lot of individuals. We create our shows to give you an escape.
Right.
So for 1 hour,
and then you get a chance to look at this.
I mean, look at them, y'all. I'm trying to get them there.
Hey.
But when you think about our shows, we do this to give you an escape, to let you just leave everything for an hour and a half, come in, get some laughs, get some jokes, get some information, get some pop culture, talk about the things nobody's talking about. That's how we do our shows. We do this to give you somewhere to go for an hour, because some of y'all lives may be really effed up. And you're like, I'm sick of going through this day to day. I need something to make me laugh, something to make me smile.
Right.
You know, it can't be the news, because the news is full of just disaster
Garbage.
and distress, you know. So that's that. So when it comes to Keyshawn, all right, then we've done Uncle Clifford, we've done Mercedes, we've done Keyshawn. Let's dig into murder. Pun intended. Yes.
But you know, the blogs are saying that he's married.
He's married.
He's not gay.
He's not. He's an actor.
Yeah.
He's an actor, just like Will Smith is an actor.
Well, no, I've seen, you know, that and he said he's not gay.
He's not gay. Jay Alphonse is not gay.
Okay.
And this is cool, because I've talked to people that have acted
but the streets
with him.
are dragging him.
The streets are horrible.
I would be like, yo.
The streets are horrible. He's an actor.
Follow me to the bank.
He's an actor, right? He's an act. That's what actors do. They act. They play characters outside. Denzel is not, Alonzo from Training Day.
Not at all.
But we loved him. But we loved him playing this stuff. We love seeing our favorite actors play something
Denzel's
outside the box.
hood.
Half of y'all probably think y'all gonna walk up to Viola Davis and she gonna just start snot crying. She don't do that every single day. She's acting. She's an actress. This dude is an actor playing a character that is in the Black community. Period. Point blank. Period. He's in the Black community. All of y'all know some brother out there right now that you think he is heterosexual and he is homosexual. And he is dealing with the challenge of living in his truth, because we exist in a Black world that still does not support or affirm anyone outside of the box of heterosexuality, unless it is a fine female like Mercedes. Mercedes gets a pass. Mercedes can do what she wants to do, because Mercedes is a fantasy for a lot of men. And as you see in PValley, Mercedes plays this role with this married couple. And now that was a trip to me. What's up, Cheryl? How you doing, sis? That was a trip to me, because you got this husband,
especially this last one,
this husband that is paying his stripper to come in and paying her good money to be his concubine. His wife is aware of this. However, his wife also likes the kitty.
Well, he apparently he didn't know.
He didn't
until
know
this last
that.
episode.
He didn't know that. His wife was on the DL. We don't talk about women on the DL ever. We never talk about women on the DL. Do y'all think every single soprano and alto is heterosexual? No. It is women in the choir that loves the sister sitting next to her.
Yep.
That loves the sister out there in the pew. Whose girlfriend is a deaconess. You know, it's not new. We gotta wake up and realize that human sexuality is not so binary. It's not so it's irritating. Anyway, there's the husband is paying Mercedes to be his concubine. His wife is supposed to sit idly to the side
and watch.
Anyway, right, spoiler alert. Anyway, the wife and Mercedes, they kick it off and they like, yo, what's good? What's good? What's good, sis? What's good, sis? And they do what they gotta do, but they don't want the husband to know because Mercedes knows it will mess up her bag.
Her bag.
It will mess up my bag. Don't do that. Don't do that. It'll mess up my bag. Well, the husband flipped. Husband had a. It was such a double standard, and I love.
The way I was
it
like,
was a
what are you
double
going
standard,
off about?
and I love how his wife clapped back on him. You so immersed in satisfying your sexual needs, you're forgetting that I'm even here.
Yep.
You don't even know what I like. And there's a lot of men out there right now that are so focused on making sure they get theirs off that they forget they got a whole wife, fiance, girlfriend that just laying there looking like, well, what about me? But as long as he good, he's like, whatever. You know, fellas, we gotta do better. And if your girl tell you, yo, step your game up, or if you're gonna bring in another female, just know that I'm with it and I'm gonna be a part of this whole situation and not get off in your feelings when she's taking the female to places you cannot.
Because she sure did.
Took her there.
Quickly.
Took her there. Skyrocketed Mercedes to another level, to another plane, and he's standing there looking all simple. What you doing? Get out my house. Okay, whatever. Back to Little Murder.
Right.
So Little Murder. Little Murder, played by J. Alphonse. He is a phenomenal actor. He's a great actor. I saw him in Have Mercy with Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx.
Right.
He was he did the opening monologue and he killed it. And from that moment on, I said, this dude rocks. This dude can act. He can act. So in P-Valley, he plays a down low rapper. I love his storyline. Down low rapper who was in love with Uncle Clifford.
In love
with Uncle Clifford. Uncle Clifford is in love with him. Now, for those who have not seen the most recent episodes, there's a character named Big Teak. Now, Big Teak and Little Murder, they met behind bars. They met behind bars and they were, doing their thing and whatever. And when he got out, when Big Teak got out of jail, Little Murder's like any homie dude. You're like, yo, I'm gonna put you on. I'm making money now. I'm touring. I need security. But Big Teak, what I appreciate about this character, and this dude, I don't know where he came from, but his name is John Clarence. What's his name? Let me see.
John Clarence Stewart.
Is it John Clarence Stewart? Yeah, John Clarence Stewart. John Clarence Stewart is the actor playing Big Teak, and this brother can act his butt off. He can act his butt off
because he switches from.
He does it.
But
he is showing mental health, mental illness, and everything. Something we do not talk about. No, you cannot call in. We're not a call-in show. Sorry, unfortunately. You can write us. You can inbox me. You can put it in the chat.
Type it in the chat and we'll answer.
It in the chat and we'll answer.
Yeah.
Hey cuzzo. So he's playing this character, and the sad part is that when Big Teak and Little Murder had their intimate moment, when they had that moment, all people saw was the sex. That was it. That's all folks saw was the sex. They didn't see the intimacy. They didn't see the emotions. They didn't see the challenge. They didn't see what Big Teak was really It was. Hold on. Will you put it on the screen? You know what? Sorry.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah. Because I looked at the last part.
Bird Squid. Oh, so
no, right here.
Yeah, I'm looking at that quake. Oh, he's so ignorant. Oh, he's ignorant. Anyway, so they miss the intimate moment. They missed the nurturing that Teak was longing for. They missed the touch that he was longing for. And I posted this thing the other day on Facebook, and I said that most people, all they need is a really good hug from someone that cares. You know, most people, they just need a hug. Male, female, you need a good, solid hug from somebody that cares, that understands, that gets you, whether it is a friend or a complete stranger. I will say this: yesterday at the festival, and with the, they got people walking around and it says moms who give free hugs, dads who give free hugs. It was this black dude out there. He had the t-shirt on, dads who give free hugs. These are like parents that's hugging you, And I walked up and I said, "Yo, give me a hug, Dad." And he gave me this hug, and dude would not let me go. I had to break free because the hug was like so sincere. It was starting to touch me on the inside, and I was like, "Yo, inside. It was real beloved." And it started and I said, right, and I said, this is deep, because a lot of you don't get physically touched. You don't get the physical touch. You don't get the nurturing. You don't get the love. You don't get the embrace. So seeing how Little Murda saw what Big Teak needed, and then walked up to him, and it started with a gentle hug, a kiss on the frontal lobe, like the best man. And it started out as this thing. It evolved into a sexual moment, but yes, Jeans, the energy between the two in that moment was overlooked by so many people that only want to focus on the sex. But there was an energy there that was, if you are in tune, you saw it. You couldn't miss it. Now, what it did do, unfortunately, was it opened this door for Big Teak to fall further, enamored with Little Murda. And he was like, "Yo, so are we like together? What's good?"
Right.
Because he saw this postcard to Uncle Clifford and was like, "Well, who's this Clifford character? What's this all about?" And he got in his feelings. And if you see, I'm not gonna spoil last night's episode, because for those who have not seen it, I am not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. Period. Point blank. But just know that Big Teak he's enraptured with Little Murda, and you can tell that Little Murda has some kind of feeling for him, but he's head over heels for Uncle Clifford.
Head over
heels for Uncle Clifford.
Head over heels.
Head over heels for Uncle Clifford. Yeah, Tyrone hitting on the head. No one else understood him except Little Murda. Yeah. Exactly, because of the intimacy they shared, because what they experienced behind bars. We don't know their conversations. We don't know what all he talked about, because last night they share, and Little Murda says, "But that's your past. We're going towards the future. That's your past." So it lets you know, I know all about you, dude. I know what you went through. I know what you experienced, and I know what you're battling, but I'm going to rock with you anyway. I got your back. So outside of the sexual, he loved him as a friend. You so ignorant. He loved him as a friend. And I think most of us, we are still trying to find those friends, quote unquote, that we can really trust, that's really going to ride with us till the wheels fall off. Those are few and far between.
And yeah, he had, like you said, he was like, "Yo, you took care of me while I was in prison, so I'm taking care of you on the outside."
Right.
Whatever it was, whatever they had, whatever it is they had going on.
Right.
He didn't want to get rid of him.
Exactly, because that was his boy. And even though everybody else was saying he gotta go, but Murda understood, like, yo, my dude got some mental challenges. I can't kick him to the curb like that. And when you don't know what a person is dealing with up here, you can't be so quick to dismiss them. You just can't do that. Sometimes folks need a little bit more nurturing. It's like, yo, I know what you're dealing with. So, yeah. Right. Yeah, Thais, exactly. That's who was expecting in the Moonlight ending. Because when I say when the credits rolled on Moonlight, I was sitting there like, well, what's happening now?
Right.
What's going on now? But when you see the episode last night, you will see how their relationship evolved. You'll see what happened. But there's another situation that I want to talk about that I think was pivotal. And next, I'm gonna wrap this up in 5 minutes. We can close out the show. Rome and Wadi. So Rome was the manager of Little Murda and Keyshawn. He was the manager. All right. Now, in 2 weeks ago, he pulled this stunt, and told Keyshawn, you know, you just here so I can smash.
Right.
You know what this is.
Right.
You know what you signed up for. Yeah, I'm giving you these endorsement deals. I'm putting you on, but basically, I can get another hoe tomorrow. Exactly. All you is a hoe. He belittled her and just made it all about him.
It shocked the hell out of me.
Yeah,
I was like, I thought the Negro was genuine.
Yeah, and he was not. He was ego driven, all about him, all about his money, and he thought he was that dude. So he pulled a stunt on Keyshawn. She escaped him, and she ran on down, and she banged on the door, and then Waddy came in. Waddy is one of my new favorite characters. Wait, Waddy is the other dude. You know, it's 4 of them. It's Little Murder. You know, Little Murder. Rome, Big Teak,
Big Teak,
and then Waddy. Waddy's the one that took care of Rome,
right? Her, Little Murder's manager,
right. So why I like Waddy is because Keyshawn walked in the room and said he tried this. This is what he tried, and Waddy was like, "Oh, okay," and he sat there like, "He did what? Really? Huh?
Right."
Okay. And then she said, "And he knows about Little Murder." And Big T, because
and she said everything. He knows everything
because Keyshawn knows that Little Murder loves, you know, Uncle Clifford. You know, they know. Waddy knows that Little Murder gets down,
but he had a video on his phone too.
Yeah. So the dude had a video on his phone and said, "If you don't do this with me, I'm gonna leak this video of Little Murder and yada yada yada." 2 things in that moment that I appreciated when it came to Waddy. Let me tell you why. One, Waddy proved himself to be an ally to the gay community because he was like, yo, I'm not tripping off of you being gay. Let's make this money. If we gotta hide it, we gotta hide it. But what old boy is not gonna do is use your sexuality to out you to ruin your career. That is not happening. I got your back on that one. 2, he defended a black woman, and we don't see that enough. To the point where he was like, okay, he sat there, he chuckled, he was like, all right, bet. You know, he didn't even say what he gonna do. He just said, if you got to go home, Keyshawn, you go home, but it's handled. All right, go ahead. What's your third one?
3, he didn't use her vulnerability to try to smash himself.
Right.
Because she was damn near half naked.
And he covered her
He covered her right up. He covered her up and covered her. Yeah. And then another one, he was Little Murder's manager. He ain't had nothing to do with her. He still came to her defense. Yeah. Okay.
So now for those that have not seen that episode, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Yes, the funeral home guy driving that hearse. Spoiler alert. How he handled the situation.
Perfect.
When I tell you, that was savage. That was one of the best scenes I have seen in a long time. It was smooth. It was ice cold. It was cold. If you have not seen the episode, it's 2 weeks ago. But the way that Waddy handled Rome was something that I had never seen. I just had never seen.
But the crazy part about it is when he was getting ready to sniff it, right?
Yeah.
He said, "No, you do it."
And he
didn't.
Well, he did. Yeah, he blew it. Line. Yeah,
he blew it.
Yeah, so it's like how he did it was. I don't want to spoil that one either, but they do talk about something that we need to talk about more. I'm gonna do a whole show on fentanyl and all that kind of stuff, so you guys can be educated because we have a lot of people out there that are using crystal meth, you know, sniffing cocaine, doing crack that is laced with fentanyl, and it will kill you like that. Just like that, but we're not talking about it enough within the Black community because I'm sure some of y'all know somebody that is using crystal meth and you have no idea they're using it. You don't know, but it can be laced with fentanyl and it will stop your heart in less than a minute. You will die. But if you haven't seen the episode, how Waddy handled that situation, it was like somebody said, it was purely Olivia Pope. It was Huck.
He was smooth.
He was smooth. He just sat back and just watched. Yeah. So I think that was proof. But I loved how he came to Keyshawn's defense. He had her back and he made her feel safe. He did not make her feel like she did anything wrong. He was like, "Yo, you good? Come in, sit down, take a beat, breathe, cover up, go home." So I don't know what's gonna happen next week. But we shall see. So that is our unpacking of P-Valley. Hopefully, we inspired and motivated you to check out this phenomenal series on Stars. It is worth the watch. If you have not seen season 2, go back to season 1, watch season 1 so you can know what's going on. And then for those of you who are fans of Snowfall, if you are a fan of Snowfall, you'll be happy to know that Wanda is now working at the Pank. When I saw Wanda hit that screen, I said, yo, that's my girl. I love Wanda from Snowfall, and Wanda has moseyed on over to the Pank, and Wanda is wearing that pole out, and I cannot wait to see how they further expand her storyline. And I know they're going to do it because she's a solid actress, and she has her chops. You know, she's been on what's called Atlanta. She was on Atlanta. She did a few episodes of Atlanta, but what she did on Snowfall with the crack epidemic, she played that. She played that.
But real quick, let's not leave out grandmother.
Oh, Loretta Devine. The icon.
We can't leave out the icon.
The icon.
Grandmother, blind as hell and funny. Yeah. All in one.
Every episode.
Oh my God.
Scene.
Grandmother has me dying laughing.
She's a Loretta Devine is a scene stealer. She is a scene stealer. All I see is her eating chitlins.
And just cursing everybody out.
Turn that shit off. Yeah, she's a scene stealer. So, so that's it, y'all. So, Ty Squad, thanks for rolling over here on tonight. Village, we appreciate y'all. You can check us out every Monday and Tuesday on YouTube and Facebook Live. Go on to YouTube, www.youtube.com/Donta Morrison. You can subscribe to the Donta Show. It will cost you absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. It is 100% free. Thais, thank you for shouting us out today on your show. Thank you for pushing people over to the Donta Show.
Thank you, Thais.
Help us get to 1,000. We're trying to be like you, Ty. We're trying to get there. You can also follow me on Instagram at Donta_Morrison, Donta_Morrison. Check out Dana on the IG at DNA716. DNA716. Check out the DNA. We love you, Village. We appreciate you. We thank you so much for rolling with us and riding with us. You make our Mondays worthwhile. Our Taco Tuesdays every Tuesday. We appreciate y'all. We love you. We thank you. Also, go to the Donta Show and check out Conversations with Clergy. It's another show that I do. What other series I do, and I'm talking to Black pastors about HIV within the Black community, and I'm really trying to unpack, some stuff, and I want Black clergy to be a part of those conversations and those discussions because the Black church still plays a pivotal role in the Black community, whether you want to agree or not. It still plays a role. All right. So check out Conversations with Clergy on the Donta Show. So that's it for tonight. We appreciate y'all. We love you. We will see you tomorrow night right here on Facebook Live and YouTube, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tell a friend and show up. Have a good night.
My shit. Yeah, my shit. Yeah,
see. Go with God.
Be encouraged.